Hey everybody, my name is Michael Yu. I'm a fourth year dental student at Western University in Pomona, California, and I'm here today on tips for online dental school interviews. I did an interview with my school a few days ago, and I just noticed a couple things that students may want to apply in order to have the best experience possible. Now, the first 5 tips will be more so about how to get prepared for the actual interview, and the last 5 will be what you should do during your actual interview. So without further ado, here we go. First, dress to impress. I know this goes without saying, but there are some schools that do online socials a day before the actual interview. And be sure to dress up. I know that it might be with dental students, but you never know if an administrator may show up, and you want to be looking your best. So something like this won't work, obviously. So let's switch into something that may. Alright, so here's something I might wear during an interview. I might get a better tie and maybe fix this up a little bit, but at the same time, it's a very classic look, black tie, suit. Just one note, be sure to wear appropriate pants with it. I'm gonna take this off so I'm comfortable for the rest of the video. But remember, dress to impress, and always wear pants. Alright, number 2 is setting up your background. There are a lot of questions about using a virtual background, a blank background, or just a regular background like this. When I've asked around about this to different school administrators and also some dental students who have done interviews, they say, generally speaking, just make sure you're not sitting in front of a window, a huge window like this. If you switch over to my computer view, you can see that it's generally very dark. It's gonna be hard to see the person and you look like you're in a James Bond video. So if you can, definitely switch the video up into a view where you're not actually blocked out by the window. And if you would like, definitely switch over to a virtual background. That may either blur the background or that may actually pertain to the school. Either way, try to make yourself a little bit brighter. You can do this in Zoom by going to the settings, the video, and adjust for light. And all in all, just make sure that you're in view of the camera. All right, number 3 is signing in a bit early to your interview. I know this goes without saying, but there are some students that will come late due to unforeseen circumstances, whether the internet's out or they just can't log into their computer. Generally speaking, if you do log in 30 minutes early, you'll probably be put in a waiting room. Don't worry, just make sure that you're there in time and not doing anything weird when they actually let you into the room. Number 4 is plugging your computer in. I know this goes without saying, but if your computer is like mine, you can very well plug in your computer and for some reason it won't charge. So make sure that it's charging before you actually log into the room. That way you're not hassling around, finding your cord, plugging that computer in. Number 5, this is the last one on how to prepare for your online interview. And again, it goes without saying, but find a quiet place. I know some of you may be in dorm rooms and it's very crucial for your roommates to know that this is actually a very crucial part of your life. If they can, at least for 30 minutes, be very quiet. That will help you out a lot. So if you have to, kick them out of the room or ask them to be very quiet, or find yourself a quiet place so that there are no distractions during your actual interview. All right, halfway done. So here are some more interview tips on actual etiquette and how to actually have a good time during your online dental school interview. First off, when you log in, everyone's gonna be very quiet. And students are always asking, how do I stand out? One way to stand out, if the timing is appropriate, is to actually engage with your peers and with the Zoom lobby. What that means is when you log in, it's gonna be very quiet, generally speaking. If you want to be the one who actually engages in conversation, it looks really good on your part. You can talk about where is everyone from, what everyone had for breakfast, or how early everyone had to wake up for this actual interview. That way it'll get dialogue started, and your interviewers generally pick up on these conversations while they're waiting for the interview to start as well. The good thing about that is if they hear about your breakfast burrito that you had that morning, that'll be something that you can talk about during your actual interview. Always remember that these interviews are more so about getting to know you as a person rather than trying to critique every little thing about you on your actual transcript. Number 7 is very, very important if you don't want to be embarrassed during your dental school interview. Before you ever get up to do anything, whether it's using the bathroom, getting a drink of water, or talking to your roommate or someone in the room, make sure that you are muted. Double check that you are muted before you do anything. You definitely don't want to be that student that gets heard going to the restroom or talking about how this whole interview process is going. For number 8, again, I'm going to switch over to my camera view. There's a little known trick that every student's been doing. There's a difference between looking at the actual screen and looking at the camera. It seems more engaging this way. And people often say, look at the camera when talking. This tip won't make or break you, but it'll make your interviewers feel like they're engaging more with you. Number 9 is be very concise in your answers. Since most interviews are being done on Zoom breakout rooms, it's very easy for administrators to set a time limit for each room. What that means is the interviewer can definitely run out of time if you're taking too long with your answers themselves. Generally speaking, answers should take anywhere from 30 seconds to 2 minutes if it's a basic question like, tell me a little bit about yourself. But if it's an ethical question like what would you do if you found your friend cheating on a test, your answer may take about 3 minutes to 4 minutes. Lastly, since interviews can take anywhere from 20 minutes to 40 minutes, it's up to you to gauge how long you want to take with each answer. Alright, number 10, I'm going to switch over to the computer view again, and this is very important. If you leave this video with any tip, this is probably the one that you want to take. During your online dental school interview, do not prepare a document that you want to read off of. Interviewers can tell. They can tell for the most part because they are looking at your face and they can track your eyes and see if they're actually going like this. Also, they can track your hand movements no matter how discreet you are and see that you're actually scrolling up and down a document. I know it's very easy to prepare answers for these online interviews, but you want to come off genuine and you don't want to sound robotic. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it prepares you for your online dental school interview. And if you found it helpful, please share it with another pre-dental student that you think it may help. If you have any tips that you would like to share with the pre-dental community on how to have a good online dental school interview, please comment down below. And as always, thank you so much for your time and see you all again soon.